Hey, cats and kittens. I'm Peri, Lyons, New York City Celebrity Psychic, and it is awesome to see you. And thank you for being here. As you know, every week we take live calls and I answer questions, not about geography or algebra, but almost everything else. And we've started a little tradition where at the beginning sorry. Rewind. Okay. At the beginning of every show, I pick a few cards that it's like a weather forecast for the emotional and spiritual weather for the week ahead. So we're going to do that right now. I will say that in my practice, what I'm noticing is a lot of people are having huge breakthroughs about problems they thought were unsolvable, problems they've been struggling with for a decade. So that's really good news. So let's see, what do the cards say? I've got this huge bag of cards here. It's a Trader Joe's bag. Don't tell anybody. Okay, let's see. What have we got? Oh, that's nice. I like this card. Okay, this is the Knight of Cups. Going to put it over here. Knight of Cups means that romance is in the air for you ladies or people who like men, no matter what gender. This is a young man who is romantic. And I'm not going to do the fortune teller trope of saying he's tall, dark, and handsome, but you know what? He could be. And so this is a week when, like, you're going to be kind of get romantic attention from somebody who's very attractive. Open yourself up to it. That's a lot of times our fears or insecurity will tell us, like, oh, I'm not worth it, or I'll be ready for romance or love when I lose 20 pounds. No, you're ready right now. You're gorgeous just the way you are. And that looks like it's heading your direction. Let's hear. What is this? Oh, we like that. Wow. All right. The 7 of Pentacles is a really cool card. It means that it can mean a bunch of things, but the sense I'm getting, oh, we've got somebody from St. Cloud, Minnesota calling. I've been to St. Cloud. I love it there. Okay. I have relatives there. Okay. Okay, Alicia, I'm just going to finish this and I'll be thrilled to talk to somebody from St. Cloud. Okay. This card is about, as you can see, like a time when you're suddenly seeing more possibility for yourself than you've seen for a while. And you stopped listening to both the inner and the outer voices that say, you can't do that. You're too old. You're too young. You're too tall. You're too short. All of those voices that will tell us we can't have our dreams. When I do guided meditation that I'll put up on my website this week for all of you, in which it's a self-love meditation, in which I picture those as little tiny barristers, you know, the English lawyers, they wear like white wigs and black robes. And I'll have each of them say like something that sounds really convincing. It sounds like evidence for the prosecution. And then I'll tell them they're lying, and then I'll squish them with my thumb. It's pretty satisfying. Go to my website day after tomorrow. It'll be up, maybe tomorrow. So this is a time of huge possibilities. You might be facing a lot of choices. Before you get overwhelmed, first of all, stop and say, wow, it is really great to have all these choices. So, and the second thing is just check in with your gut and check in with, if you want to check in with your angels, I'm down with that. My angels are named Mo, Larry, and Curly. They don't always give the best advice. Anyway, so it's a time of real possibility and sudden choice. We love this. Okay, what's the last card? What's the last card, Peri? Oh my gosh, this is awesome. I'm keeping this card. Okay, I'll share it. You can have it too. So this is great. The Ace of Pentacles. Whoops. The Ace of Pentacles is the beginning of a new cycle. So you're taking a step up. It's a hand coming out of a cloud, which, you know, doesn't happen that often unless, you know, if you're doing things you shouldn't, drug-wise. And it's offering, pentacles are, it's like material, well, you know what? It's prosperity. And it's also just doing really well in the material world. So it's, it could be a raise. It could be a little bit of a windfall. I don't want to say a good week to play the lottery, but maybe a scratch-off ticket couldn't hurt. It's starting now, and this works astrologically too. If you are into that, this is a time of increasing luck and prosperity. But if you're watching this show, then these are the cards you're supposed to see, and that's a nice bunch of cards. Damn. Okay. Thanks for hanging out. And now we have Alicia. Is that right? From St. Cloud. Hi, hon.
That's right.
Oh, how is St. Cloud today?
It is cold and raining.
Yeah, that would be what I remember. Or snowing, but it's really nice. Great town.
Yes.
And what a pretty name. So
Thank you.
how can I help you today, love?
Okay, I was wondering, what is my love life? What direction is that going in?
That's been an area of challenge for you in the past. Let's fix that, shall we? So,
Sure.
and first, just tell me your birthday. You don't have to tell me the date, because it's a don't ask, don't tell policy around here.
My birthday.
So when's your birthday?
Is in August.
And the day?
And the date, 16th.
Oh, cool. I was going to say 18th. So you're the last part of Leo. That's cool. So you're the Aries part of Leo. So you're impulsive and strong-willed, and, you're at your best when you give yourself permission to be a little glamorous and a little bit on stage. Just saying.
Yeah.
So I think one of the not problems in the past, because, you had some really great relationships. One thing that happens with you, it's almost like your relationships are have been in the past, with two exceptions, they're almost like movies. You have this sense of sort of drama, and that's a good thing. And you'll have these like incredible experiences that a lot of people don't have, that are like sort of larger than life. But then the guy sometimes either he doesn't exactly vanish, but it's almost like it's hard to live up to that early promise or that early woo, film stuff. So here are two things I'm going to say. One thing is that I feel like you're not. Hi, can you hear me? I'm right here. Can you hear me? Just turn up the volume on your thingummy. Can you hear me, babe? I'm right here. I'm right here. Okay. So here's what I was going to say. Moving forward in the future, what I get for you is...
Hello?
Hi, I'm right here. Can you hear me? Hey, Dave. That's my producer. He's very handsome. Dave, we're having a little sound issue. Can you hear me? So, Alicia, darling, hang on. Give me 1 minute. 1 second. We're fixing it. Great. Okay. So, wow, that's nice. She's got some good cards here. So, we like that. Ooh. Hello. Nice. Wow. I hope Alicia calls back, because these are some darn good cards. It's live TV, and that's kind of part of the fun. You never know what's going to happen. For Alicia, and she can look this up on YouTube, because our shows are archived on YouTube. So if you've called in the past, or you want to refresh what your answer was, or you want to get a sense of the show, just go to YouTube, put in Peri, like P-E-R-I, like periwinkle, Lyons, like Lyons, but with a Y rather than an I. It's Peri Lyons. So flower animal, periwinkle Lyons. And look up New York City Celebrity Psychic, and I think you'll either have a good time or get ready to have a good time. So for Alicia, here's what I'm getting. The Knight of Pentacles. Hi, doll, you there?
I'm here.
Oh, good. And now you can hear me, right? It's the joy
I
of
can
live
hear you,
TV.
yes.
Yeah. That's what makes it so exciting. So, girl, I'm glad you called back because you got some seriously nice cards here. And this chimes in with what I was getting. So, is there anybody around you you're interested in or who you know is interested in you? Well, a lot of people are interested in you. You just don't know.
But I'm not sure if he sees me in that light that I see him in, per se.
You know, I'm going to be very old school and a little politically incorrect, but I'm doing this for you. So if I get flack, it's for you, my darling. So what I'm going to say is you are at your best when you're sort of like walking in an invisible spotlight on stage, when you amp up your glamour. So rock the cleavage, which you have. I mean, you don't want to be like Kim Kardashian unless you have enough money not to care, which would be nice.
Right.
But, you know, there are ways of nudging guys out of the friend zone. And one way, I'm going to give you a little assignment. Every time you pass a mirror, Alicia, I want you to look in that mirror and wink at yourself and say, hello, gorgeous. Because you are. I can tell. And what I was going to say before, you're welcome. It's true. What I was going to say before is, I think that because you're a kind person, maybe you've been playing a little small in terms of glamour and not wanting to make yourself sort of as va-va-voom as you are, because you didn't want to make other people uncomfortable. Sod that.
That's right.
As my British boyfriend would say, sod that. It's your time. It is your time. I'm telling you, it is your time to shine. And here's why. So you have the Knight of Pentacles, which is a man coming towards you. And he might be an earth sign. So that's Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. I love Taurus men. Oh, I love Capricorn men too. Oh, what the hell? I love men. But so the other thing is that he's very solid. So with this guy, you can have like the over the top experiences and romance and, you know, like movie glamour, but there's also a day-to-day quality in this relationship that's really nice. I hope he's a Taurus. And the next thing is that he might be a tiny bit younger. Now you're just a baby, so that could just be 6 months to a year. In my case, that could be pretty much anyone. But the other thing is he might have a kid, which is great. I mean, and do you know, I'm suddenly like, sorry, my guides just stepped out of the room to have a cigarette. Do you have a kid?
I do.
Guides, come back. Okay. Is it a boy?
I have 3 boys and 1 girl.
Oh, you know, I was thinking you sounded so young that, oh, congratulations. You know what?
39.
From where I'm sitting, you're still in your jammies. That's fantastic. He has a kid too. You know what? Just between you and me, I had 3 older brothers. I was the youngest girl. So if your daughter would like to start a support group, I'm down with that. My brothers treated me like a cross between a toy and a science experiment. Anyway, so the next thing is, again, this card has come up again, and this card we talked about earlier, and it's a lot of possibilities. And even if you think you're not ready, or you're not this, or you're not that, just grit your teeth and say, I'm going to do this anyway. Because the person who I see approaching you is somebody you might be like, oh, I'm not quite ready for this. I'm not cute enough. Damn, you're cute enough. You're totally cute enough, and you have a great personality. But also, you're cute enough. And you have a lot to offer. You're kind, and you're warm, and you take care of people. You're empathetic. So you have a lot to offer, and you're very healing for men. But sometimes in the past, what they've done is taken the healing and then like vamoosed. Now, not this time, because here's the good news. If you feel like getting married or engaged again, girl, this is your year. Yeah, this is really nice. Right. And this makes sense because I don't get the Knight of Pentacles. I don't get him very often because he's a guy who is looking for commitment. And they're out there. There are a lot of really good guys out there. Don't believe the press that says, like, there are no good men. There are tons of good men. There's nothing but good men. But this time also, here's my last bit of advice. On a date, don't concentrate on whether he likes you. Concentrate on whether you like him. It's an audition. He has to pass. Because if you come in with that attitude, guys they'll do anything, anything, to get your approval. So really say that to yourself just before you go in. It's like, this is, and you're a Leo. This will come naturally to you. You're a queen, really, especially the part of Leo you're in. So bless you, my dear. I'm so glad you called. And do me a favor, call back in the next month or two and let me know how you're doing. Or I'm Peri Lyons, that's Peri Lyons. Contact me on Facebook. I'd love to just see how you're doing. And I'm happy to give you a couple minutes of free advice, okay?
I appreciate that. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. I appreciate you. And you're worth it. Remember that. All right, darling.
Most definitely.
Give my love to St. Cloud. All right. Take care. I love. Thanks. We have the best people here. Oh my gosh. I love everybody who calls in is so just cool and so positive. Okay. We have Melissa, who's in Texas. Hi, Melissa.
How are you?
I'm good. Happy to hear you. How are you?
Good. Thank you. I'm actually watching it on my iPad. This is pretty cool.
That's cool because I'm filming it in mine. So, Melissa means honey or sweetness in Greek, right? You know that.
Yes, honeybee. Yes, I've heard that several times. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it was honeybee.
Are you Peri Lyons?
I am. Last time I checked. Let me see. Yes. So, darling, tell me your birthday. You don't have to tell me the date. And then tell
November
me how I can
30th.
help you. Oh,
okay. My birthday is November 30th. And I've been wanting to be in touch with a psychic for a long time. I have a friend that passed away 24 years ago. He committed suicide. And I miss him every day. And I was just wondering if I don't know, if there was some way I could ever contact him.
He's right here, Toots. God. Do you have a 2-syllable name? Derek or Kevin or something like that? Like a nice...
Well, Douglas was his real name. But he used to go by Nick.
Oh, I love... I'll share this with you. I had a dear relative, gorgeous guy who committed suicide, whose name was Nick. So that's obviously why you've called, because I think my Nick is pushing your Nick forward. And sorry, I got Derek instead of Douglas. It also feels like for the past 2 months or so, Nick has been like sort of present for you in an interesting way. Like maybe you've dreamed about him, or maybe you're conscious that somebody's like moving stuff, like small stuff around. When you put your keys down and you look around and look back and they're gone, that's usually somebody who's trying to get your attention. Like they're saying, hey.
I never knew that. Okay, because I always lose track of my keys. So,
my kind of girl. But in the last couple months, I feel like you're asking this. I deal a lot with people who've chosen to leave early. I don't know why. It's because, and sometimes they go to a place. It's almost like they go to a hospital, and they take however long they need to get better. and they help others. And sometimes it's 6 months, sometimes it's 24 years. But I feel like he's contacting you because he wants you to know that A, he's much better. B, he didn't suffer. C, he didn't. C, if he had it to do again, he probably would do it differently. And he's understanding that he's really sorry. God, did you guys meet in an interesting way? Wait.
We met through a mutual friend. I was working in a nightclub, and I had gone through some trauma in my life, and I didn't trust men. But when I met him, I knew I could trust him. And I think probably for the most part because he was gay, and so I wasn't afraid that it was going to hurt me in any way, like any other man would. But we just met through a mutual friend that I had at the time.
Cool. I guess I was seeing a nightclub, so that was, but I've worked in nightclubs too. It's fun. He's a lovely person. And I think, oh God, he's so sensitive and so compassionate. And that's not those aren't easy traits, and now there's so much more acceptance for him just being who he was. But so he was handsome too. This is a slightly odd question. Did he dye his hair? Was he a dyed blonde?
Yeah,
or dyed?
No, he had blonde hair and he would dye it dark.
Okay.
But at the time, yes, and he did put highlights in his hair. But he did dye his hair. Yeah.
I don't know why he's showing me that. It's just sorry, I got blonde rather than dark. I saw dramatic, but
that's funny.
And he was, I was about to say he was tall and slim, but he just corrected me, so I'm going to wait on that one. But he had really beautiful, beautiful eyes. Wow. He was a little, good. He was what?
I miss him dearly, and I just want him to know that, it's been 24 years, but I still miss him dearly.
And you know what? That's a form of prayer. Missing someone when they're gone is a way of connecting to them. And here's the thing. He is suddenly in the last 2 months, because he's sort of gone on to whatever the next stage is, he's healed and he's able to be much more present. And he just told me he likes my scarf. So,
oh, wow. That sounds like something he would say, because he was totally, he noticed fashion, and he was, he was like that. That's funny.
Yeah. He's got a lot to tell you. Actually, if you want to contact me on Facebook, you have my name. I'd say contact me via my website, but I'm between assistants, so Facebook's the best way. I'll give you a few minutes after this. I'll tell you a few more things, because we've only got 4 minutes. But he's got a lot to say. So if you contact me, I'll give you a little free time.
I wish you could talk to him.
You can, because he's right there and he can hear you. He's not there for
because I talk to him all the time. I go to the place where we spread his ashes, and I always wonder if he could hear me.
Is it a place with a view?
It's a beautiful park with water running through it, and it's in a real special place.
Are there mountains like you can see, or hills you can see? So here's like the water.
Mountains.
There's something. Maybe hills or something. Because I'm getting on the far side. I'm getting like a little elevation, a little like it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So. Well, I'm going to speed up here.
It's this beautiful park right smack in the middle of Dallas, Texas, where you wouldn't think you would have such beauty. So,
maybe there's skyscrapers.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful place, and it was very special to him when he was alive.
And I think there was something in his love life that went wrong.
Hello?
So, hi, I'm right here. Right here. Can you hear me? I'm right here. Geraldine? Melissa? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? This is the joy of live TV. So whether or not you can hear me, I'm going to say this, and you can go on YouTube and look up this show. Okay. So, and I'll say, Dave, we're having audio problems again, but that's not your fault. So Melissa, what? She's there? Okay,
Yeah.
great. Melissa. Oh, good. Here's what I want you to know.
I'm here.
First of all, he's saying thank you for all the times you've thought about him, because he can tell. Second, he's saying that if you have any stuff you're working on, you can talk to him. He actually had a pretty strong faith too. He might not have talked about it, but very spiritual guy and very loving. He also wants you to know that you had, I only got 1 minute. There were 1 or 2 times that were really, really special when you celebrated something together, and one was outdoors. And those memories have really meant a huge amount to him. And that he's there if you want to ask his advice or ask him to help you with something, you can ask him and he'll come through. So just know that. And also know he's right there, honey. He's, ask him to show you in flowers or pennies, show you a sign. He'll show up and let me know. Contact me. I'll give you a free few minutes. But he's right there.
Okay.
And he says, I love you, sweetie. Oh, no, babe? I think it's babe. I love you, baby. I'll get it. Let's get it. All right, love. Let me know. Get in contact and tune in next week.
I will.
And I'm so glad you called. You got such a great energy. So thank you, honeybee.
Thank you. Thank you for taking the time to do this.
My pleasure and my honor. You're a lovely human. So, get in contact. I'll give you a few more minutes.
I will.
And thanks, everybody.
I definitely will. All right.
Bless you, my dear. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Peri Lyons, New York City Celebrity Psychic. Find me on YouTube. Contact me on Facebook. If you're watching this, you get a discount on a private reading, and I mean a discount. And check out my website. And it's just such an honor and a privilege to be on Moonstruck TV. Thank you to Dave and Constance Solomon, who are just wonderful people. And just thank you guys for being here. Have a wonderful week, and I will be checking. And remember, the cards we got in the beginning say that be aware that somebody is coming towards you with romantic intentions, and just say yes. Don't worry about I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm too fat, I'm too thin. Second thing is you're going to have a lot of choices, which is a wonderful thing to have.